Tyler Perry's rise always sounded like a fable forged from pure persistence. A young man endures homelessness, rejection, and countless doors slammed shut, then turns his journals of pain into touring stage plays that blossom into a billion-dollar media kingdom. He writes, directs, stars, edits, and self-finances, transforming a former Confederate base into the largest Black-owned studio on Earth and employing thousands in the process. Yet even fairy tale citadels can hide trapdoors, and one of them has just swung open with a bang. Actor Derek Dixon, a recurring face on Perry's series The Oval and its spinoff Ruthless, has filed a $260 million lawsuit claiming the mogul weaponized his enormous creative power to coerce, intimidate, and retaliate. For an audience accustomed to Perry's stories of grace and redemption, the allegation lands like a plot twist no screenwriter would dare pitch. And it is only the prologue. It begins in late 2019 on a balmy Atlanta evening, at one of those glitter-dusted Mixer Studios throw after a lightning-fast shoot wraps. Dixon is new to the lot, still carrying his resume in his pocket, just in case. When he meets the legendary Perry, the mogul's charisma fills the room, radiating equal parts pastor's warmth and CEO focus. He congratulates Dixon on nailing a small role, taps a number into the actor's phone, and assures him that genuine talent never goes unnoticed around here. Friendly texts follow within hours. First simple welcomes, soon invitations to collaborate after hours in a writer's bungalow. Dixon can almost feel doors creaking open. Excitement shifts toward unease the night Perry allegedly shows up unannounced at Dixon's on-site apartment. According to the lawsuit, the visit slides from professional pep talk to personal overture. Perry settles on the couch a shade too close, his compliments edging into seduction. Dixon says he froze, trying to maintain courtesy while sidestepping intimacy. The next morning, something surprising happens. Updated call sheets grant his character more screen time. The timing feels less like coincidence and more like quid pro quo spelled in bold font. From that point on, every opportunity seems hitched to an invisible price tag. Accept a last-minute dinner and discover your character lives another episode. Decline and watch pages of dialogue vanish overnight. Dixon claims private mentorship meetings grew increasingly suggestive, with costume fittings that lingered a beat too long and whispered reminders that showbiz memory is short if you don't please the right person. The tension crystallizes when the Oval's Season 1 finale scripts his character Dale into a hail of bullets. Enough squibs to earn trending topic shock, yet ambiguous enough to revive him if necessary. Dixon now calls that cliffhanger a warning shot delivered through fiction. Comply behind the scenes or die on screen, taking your future with you. To grasp how such leverage could exist, you have to understand the Perry machine. On his 75-acre Atlanta campus, every creative decision funnels through him. Scripts, casting, rehearsal hours, camera angles, editing passes, poster art. Fans celebrate the singular vision. Financiers adore the cost savings, but that vertical control deletes traditional guardrails. There is no studio exec second-guessing rewrites, no HR rep embedded on set, no intimacy coordinator protecting boundaries. In that vacuum, admiration can mutate into obligation before anyone blinks. Predictably, Perry's lawyers counterattacked within hours. A fiery statement brands the suit a fabricated shakedown, orchestrated to strong-arm a charitable entrepreneur.
It's really, really unfair.
They promise an unrelenting defense, hint at countersuits, and position Perry as target rather than perpetrator. The denial is loud, certain, and scripted to reassure business partners. Yet in the next breath, the story widens well beyond law filings. First comes the Meghan Markle connection. When Meghan and Prince Harry stepped down from royal duties in 2020, Perry opened his Beverly Hills mansion and flew in security, offering sanctuary from British press scrutiny. That kindness went further when he accepted the sacred role of Godfather to baby Lilibet. The symbolism was powerful, a Hollywood titan safeguarding a modern royal family. Now, with allegations swirling, British tabloids question Meghan's judgment. Was she too eager to link arms with star power? Comment sections explode, accusing her of swapping one palace's rigid hierarchy for another man's unchecked authority. Right on that headline's heels arrives Harry's unease, bubbling from rumor to near certainty. Friends say he has never been fully comfortable in Hollywood's transactional culture. He endured Netflix deals and high-profile interviews, but he guarded his children's privacy like a fortress. The lawsuit reportedly validates every misgiving. He fears that a godfather mired in scandal could stain his daughter's life narrative, and murmurs spread that he has quietly floated the idea of rescinding Perry's godparent status, an almost unheard-of step in royal tradition, signaling a family rift magnified on the world stage. Then comes the industry shockwave. Agents now label internal memos TPS ? Tyler Perry Studios, caution required. Advertisers scour contracts for morals clauses that let them withdraw campaign dollars. A streaming executive leaks that a new season of Ruthless is paused pending evaluation, while insurers revisit liability premiums. Because Perry self-finances many productions, he can keep cameras rolling if he chooses, but distribution partners dread backlash math. Brand damage often costs more than box office gain. Momentum stalls, payrolls teeter, anxious crew members refresh emails for updates that never arrive. Public opinion evolves minute by minute. In the United States, morning shows frame the saga as the next number Me Too flashpoint. Across the Atlantic, tabloids treat it as fresh Sussex drama. Twitter splits into hashtag Believe Dixon and hashtag Perry Plot Factions, while TikTok creators dissect Perry's past interviews, coding every eyebrow twitch as telltale evidence. The noise resurrects every prior Meghan partnership that soured, Spotify turbulence, unconfirmed Dior whispers, and stitches them into a familiar narrative of alliances that backfire. Inside Tyler Perry Studios, loyalty collides with second thoughts. Employees recall the boss who paid off medical bills or bought groceries after hurricanes. They also whisper about late-night meetings and unspoken favor economies. Some defend him as a patron saint. Others admit they once rationalized behavior that now feels suspect. For many, the lawsuit forces a hard question. What do you do when the mentor who changed your life becomes the subject of allegations you can't ignore? Discovery deadlines loom. If subpoenas unveil incriminating texts, or if more actors break their silence, the empire faces existential scrutiny. Distributors might quietly bury upcoming releases, streaming platforms could nudge his catalog deeper into menus, and universities weighing honorary degrees may call sudden votes. Industry bookies speculate Perry will hire an outside showrunner or retreat behind the camera. Seismic shifts for a man known to wrap features in 8-day sprints because collaboration slows him down. Beyond studio gates, Black creatives grapple with conflicting emotions. Perry's success cracked doors that once seemed welded shut. His soundstages hosted productions no other lot would greenlight. Now emerging filmmakers fear that his scandal could become a cautionary stick critics use to beat back calls for greater autonomy. In panel discussions and private group chats, they wonder how to separate the blueprint of ownership from the man accused of abusing it, and whether Hollywood will use this fallout to retighten the very gates Perry once blasted open. Meanwhile, philanthropic circles hold their breath. Perry's name anchors scholarship funds, food bank drives, disaster relief campaigns. Charities must decide whether to freeze partnerships or risk donor backlash by maintaining them. Some boards deliberate quietly, torn between loyalty to a benefactor and duty to public trust. Others issue wait-and-see statements, hoping the courts deliver clarity before their next gala. That hesitation alone threatens to stall millions in aid, proving how one lawsuit can ripple far beyond red carpets and into soup kitchen lines. Far from the limelight, Archie and Lilibet sleep in Montecito bedrooms painted soft pastels, unaware that bedtime stories about Uncle Tyler now carry unease. Harry's impulse is to insulate his children. Meghan's instinct is to salvage painstaking partnerships. Their compromise strains with each new alert. Family dinners morph into strategy sessions about brand and legacy and the moral cost of association. Tradition collides with reinvention, privacy tangles with platform, love wrestles ambition. If Meghan cuts ties, critics will sneer that her loyalty evaporates when alliances endanger her image. If she stands by Perry, investors may vanish, and charities could hesitate. Even a confidential settlement can't erase screenshot archives. Every future Sussex venture, podcast, wellness line, children's book, will greet questions about the Godfather in legal limbo. Court calendars note early September for the first status hearing, but Hollywood suspects the real verdict is already unfolding in conference calls, canceled options, and the slow fade of Perry's projects from prime placement. Whatever the final ruling, the broader moral hums beneath. Unchecked power invites peril, and accountability, once summoned, refuses to exit quietly. Perry's ascent thundered with hope. His reckoning booms louder still. How his legend endures will hinge on evidence revealed in court, choices made at kitchen tables in Montecito, and an audience suddenly forced to decide where admiration ends and responsibility begins. That's a wrap on today's rundown. Thanks for hanging out. If you enjoyed what you saw, hit that like button so the algorithm knows we're worth sharing. Got thoughts, hot takes, or tea we missed? Drop them in the comments. And if you're new here, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're first in line for the next drop, and we've got plenty more juicy scoops coming your way.